Good morning, friends, and welcome to the tea. Today is Friday, and you are getting the real deal in terms of Miss Whitman's hair. So sorry, not sorry. Welcome to quarantine life. This is what we get. So today, I yesterday got a package, and it was from a company called Verdant Teas, and I obviously ordered said package. And the company basically sends you 5 different tea samples for $5. So $1 per cup of tea, which is cheaper than going to a restaurant. So I decided to try it. So this is, and a lot of the teas are sourced from family tea farms, mostly in China. So this particular tea is called a Laotian or Laoshan black tea. Not sure how to say that. I will hold it up for all you readers of Chinese. But it's a pretty snazzy little package if we're worrying about that. And then they give you some very nice little instructions. For example, it says something about 100 degrees Celsius. Your water should be 100 degrees Celsius for black tea or 80 degrees Celsius for green tea. I didn't know that. And then it says 10 seconds. I don't know what 10 seconds means. 10 seconds of what? I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna drink it. I'm a little bit fearful because generally I feel like Chinese teas are typically like green teas, and I don't like those very much. Maybe this says it's a black tea, which I believe them. So let's see what we got here. Let's smell it first. It's definitely a loose tea here. Smells interesting. It almost smells like there's an element of chocolate in it, but I don't know if that's actually what I'm smelling. So I'm gonna, you know, just throw some in here. Every time I always spill the loose tea when I do this, and it looks like mouse turds, which is so gross. Sorry. And then I'm always afraid that, like, I think I said this already, but I'm just afraid that I'm gonna forget that this was tea and think that a mouse was in my house, which would be the worst thing ever because there is nothing grosser than a rodent. Um, so, all right, we're going to let that hang here. And I'm going to share with you my positivity. It's a short and sweet one today. So, today's bit of positivity is fresh flowers, but specifically, it's the flower, the carnation. So, I don't know if any of you know even what carnations are or not, but these are carnations. I'm sure you've seen them in the store. And these I bought like probably 2 weeks ago, and they are still thriving and surviving. So, I always buy carnations for my house because they are cheap and they last a really long time and they're beautiful. So other flowers I feel like last a couple of days and then they start kind of wilting, but these babies are just killing it. Let's see if you can get the whole visual here. So I have been just admiring these each day when I wake up. There's nothing more joyful than waking up to fresh flowers sitting in your kitchen. And so, yeah, these are just stunning. And if you want to get some, I got these at the Acme for $5 for this big bouquet. So I'm a big fan of giving people flowers, and I try to like randomly buy flowers and give them to people sometimes because it's such a day brightener. But I have just really been enjoying the bright happiness of these pink carnations. And so don't go to the grocery store for a special trip. It's not a good idea. But if someone in your family is going to the grocery store and they have an extra $5 that they might be able to put out to get some flowers, it's worth it because, gosh, for the last 2 weeks, I have had such a joyful view to wake up to. That's today's positivity. Flowers are always positive. And let's get back to our actual literal tea. Here it comes. The water is about to boil. All right, y'all. We got some water that is boiled and we've steeped the tea for a little while. It is looking just about like any other black tea I've ever seen. Today, I will drink my tea out of this charming little teacup. It doesn't even look like a teacup, but it was actually a present for me from a family friend of ours. She was actually a foreign exchange student from South Korea, from Seoul, and she stayed with our family originally for a year, but she ended up staying for 4 years. And she had a very artistic mom who was always giving us cool kind of like artistic and beautiful gifts of things she had made. So she once gave me like a painted teapot that was really beautiful. But this, I don't think she actually made this, but this is pretty cool. It came with another cup and a little pouring thing for your tea because they know I love drinking tea. So I'm going to pour my nice little tea. That name I forgot already. I'll pull this out of the trash can. The Laoshan black tea. I am butchering this name. I'm so sorry. It's from the He family. So I'm going to call it the He family tea because that's way easier to say and remember. So this is the He family tea, and I'm going to pour it right into my little cup here. And it looks like a very like a light color. It doesn't have like sometimes when you make tea and you steep it for a while, it turns really dark in color, but this is much lighter. And it doesn't smell like chocolate anymore. Now it smells kind of like there's like a grain in it almost or something like weedy. Let's see. Hmm. I don't feel like it has a ton of flavor. Maybe I need to steep it for longer, but maybe it's just not a super flavorful tea. I don't know. It's kind of weirdly refreshing. It's like drinking hot water with a tad bit of something in it that makes it better than just boring hot water. But if we're being honest, I'm totally going to drink English breakfast tea after this. So that's kind of the test for was it worth it? Which should you buy it? The question is if you drink it, is it fully satisfying enough to not need to drink English breakfast tea after? And I would say this is probably unfortunately a no, but I think for others it could be a yes. It's definitely like very subtle, very nuanced, and for some people that might be the kind of tea they like. So drink up. I'm gonna drink this. I'm not gonna dump it. I totally dumped yesterday's after a couple sips because ew. Um, it was Micah's fault. So yeah, today I'm enjoying this enough to continue giving it a go, and then I'll switch to English breakfast. I wish you a day full of positivity and a weekend that is refreshing and peaceful. This is a crazy time, and we are all kind of in it together. And I'm just, going to be praying and hoping for success and peace of mind for everyone. And I hope that you are finding ways to see the positivity in each day, whether it's through flowers or through family time or through one of a million other cool, beautiful gifts that are given to us in this world. So I wish you a happy day, a happy weekend, and I'll see you for our next episode of The Tea, where we may or may not have a guest speaker. We really may or may not, I'm not sure, but we may or we may not. Have a great weekend. Bye. Thanks for watching The Tea. Okay, so I'm back. I can't tell a lie. I'm gonna switch to English breakfast. I drank this little cup's worth of it. And it's seriously, it's not bad, but it's just not English breakfast. And I just gotta be honest. So I'm gonna switch. Sorry, Charlie. The He family, though, I am sorry to the He family because I really want to love this tea, but I just, sorry. Yeah, that's the truth. And one of the most positivity tastic things you can do is tell the truth all the time. As my mother likes to say, what a tangled web we weave when we practice to deceive. So I didn't want to deceive y'all. I'm gonna dump the rest of that water and I'm gonna switch to English breakfast tea. The truth is now out there. Once again, I wish you a great day. I'm sorry for lying. I wasn't really lying, I just changed my mind. And yeah, that's all for real. Bye.